Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be continuing What If Lori Survived Part 11. So let's get into it. So we start off with Aaron, who's looking for some new people to go out to look for more people since Eric isn't going to come with him anymore. And also, remember this, Rick, he has not found out about Pete being abusive to his family, so that will happen later on in the story, but not now. So, we don't get the intense Season 5 ending that you guys are hoping for, probably, but we'd see Ron and Sam and, Jesse just still being abused by Pete, so we're getting an idea of how Pete is, because we're finding out in the show, but none of the characters are. And anyways, we'd see Morgan, who's teaching Tim and Crowley how to use a staff. And Eastman would join in the lesson, and he would teach with Morgan. And Morgan would, and he would train even better than Morgan, because he was the one who trained Morgan. Because, Eastman is, trying to help Morgan get back to his normal self, I guess. And plus, we saw Eastman train Morgan in the original, and I think he would do the same here. So earlier, do you guys remember how I said that Aaron needed some people to go out to look for some more people? Well, he's found those people who want to go with him. Those people being Aaron himself, Daryl, Zach, Beth, Merle, and Gartulio, that are going with Aaron to find some more people. And we'd see Dwight telling Sherry about Tina and how Nicholas got Tina killed at the glass door thingy, because Nicholas, being a coward, he just ran through, and that pushed Tina back and got her killed. Speaking of Nicholas, we'd see Nicholas walking around Alexandria, not knowing what to do, because Dwight seems like a tougher guy than Glenn, because in the original, I think Nicholas was trying to, the only reason I feel that Nicholas fought Glenn was because, Glenn didn't look as strong as he was, so that's why he probably fought him. But Dwight, he does look like someone you don't want to mess with. And we'd see Bob, who's teaching Sasha all the medic stuff, because he's a medic, obviously, so he does know other things, but he just show her most of the medic stuff because he'd think that's cool. And we'd see Tyrese smiling that his sister's happy for once, yeah, that's just it. He just smiled for his sister, seeing that she's happy. And after that, Tyrese would just walk off to give them their space. And we see Herschel, who tells Beth to be safe when she's going out with Aaron. And we'd see Axel, who, before anybody could say another word, an injured Axel would crawl in the gates of Alexandria, and a man behind him, called Negan, would go behind him and beat his back with a bat, and all of Negan's people would come inside as well. And the group are just wondering who the hell are these people. But then another injured man called Jesus comes in, who the group have not met yet, so keep that in mind, because it's not going to play a major role, but it will. But Maggie and also Daryl all aim their guns, but Glenn, he'd try calming the situation down, but it does lead into Negan going up to him and smacking him in the face with his bat, and over, and Glenn would start bleeding a lot. And after that, Negan's right-hand man, Simon, would tell all the group to kneel, like the entire group. But after that, Diana would step up and start walking up to the saviors. But just before she could say anything, a bullet comes straight in the head to Diana, and that bullet comes from the governor, who has become a savior now. And the governor would say, "It's pleasant to see all of you again." And Negan would ask the governor if he knows these people, and the governor would say, "They're the people I told you that that took my old base and somewhat destroyed it a little." And Reg would start getting really mad because they just killed his wife, Diana, and the saviors just seem like they don't even care that they just killed someone. So Reg would start walking up, but his son Spencer would try stopping him, but there's no use in that. And Reg would still just walk up to the saviors and ask them why they just killed his wife. And one of Negan's men, Jared, would punch Reg in the face and kick him a couple times, and Reg would start bleeding profusely, and this would lead into Reg passing out. Like, this is not gonna kill him because I'm planning for Reg to live a little, like, almost to the end, and he might even actually survive, but he just passes out. He doesn't die. And Negan would land a couple of jokes, and he'd just start joking around a lot. But after all those jokes, he'd get to the point, and he'd just be like, "So, you gonna work for me or not? Or else all of you will die." And Rick, seeing now, since he's the leader to make all the decisions, because remember, in Alexandria, Diana was the leader, but now since she's dead, Rick steps up and says they'll work for him just if he doesn't kill anybody. And Merle would start laughing and ask Rick if they're just some slaves now. And Rick would tell him, "Not for now, they have to be, or else they're gonna die. But when they get the chance, they'll kill Negan." And we'd see the other injured guy called Jesus. And Jesus would tell the group that he comes from a community called Hilltop. And he found Axel on a supply run. And he's here, and then they got caught by the saviors, and if Jesus would say he works for the saviors as well, and he'd say that the only reason they captured me is because they thought I was making up a plan with another community to take down the saviors. And Abraham would say, "If you have a community, why don't you show us it so we have something to believe you for?" And Jesus would say, "Sure, why not?" And Jesus would tell them, whoever that they're bringing, just bring them along. Whoever they want to bring, just bring them along, because Jesus sees that the group have many vehicles. And the people who are going to be going are Merle, Maggie, Dwight, Aaron, Eric, Abraham, Daryl, Tim, Rosita, Tyrese, Garchulio, Rick, and T-Dog. But that will be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and bye-bye!